Thirst is the worst.
Thirst the worst, bitch.
Yeah. So I just want to go in on the point Nino pointed out, which was this body, school board members, don't actually control the behaviors of police officers. All you can do is determine if they're going to be there. So to me, the formula is quite simple. If there is an agreement, perhaps there is not. But if there is some agreement that there's an issue with the way police officers are in school that is leading to this racist disparity, right? It is not done accidentally, but it is causing this racial disparity, then the only thing you can do to affect that equation is to remove the officers. Anything else short of that, I want to be very clear, because this is a liberal town where people confuse liberal policy, where people confuse liberal politics as forward advancements. If you do anything short of removing officers from the school, then you have not solved the issue. It doesn't matter if you give them restrictions, it does not matter if you give them training, it does not matter if you know them, if your cousin, if your spouse, or whatever is connected to the police officers. The only thing that this board can do to advance better schooling, better opportunities for black and brown students in school is removing officers from this, from the schools in its entirety. Too often, white liberals think that they can maintain white racist institutions and appease communities of color. The two are diametrically opposed. You cannot maintain white supremacist institutions and appease and advance black and brown communities. You either get rid of white racist institutions or you oppress black and brown communities. You either keep the police there and arrest black kids and mistreat black and brown students the way you have, or you kick them out and you advance black and brown students. It is literally one or the other. It is quite actually black or white. It is racial, it is racist, it is historic, it is current, and it is political. There's no other way to talk about this. And so this is absolutely an indictment of this board. You either are for the advancement of black people in your actions. Doesn't matter what you say. You either are for black people in your actions, and in this case, your actions come out as a recommendation. You're either going to do it or you're not. Anything short of that is oppressive. And that's how we understand it, and that's how you all should understand it too. Lastly, I want to address this question that continues to happen. I want to address this question that people often talk about as civic engagement. We've spent countless hours engaging our community, hundreds of hours engaging our community, talking to hundreds of people. People have participated and given input in a variety of ways, either directly talking to us, attending our community center, showing up here, submitting postcards. We have been continuously met with disrespect. I'm going to name a current example. We just had a conversation outside, right? And this is on videotape. You asked me, can we talk? I said yes. We had a conversation. You assaulted us a number of times, and I said to you, wait a minute. You called us out of our mind. You called us crazy. You called us some other things. And I said to you, I never disrespected you at all in this conversation. At all. And I said, and if we're going to have a conversation, we need to have a conversation. Then you apologized. Then you raised your voice. And then my co-worker responded. She was upset and she swore. And then the response to her was that she's out of line and therefore I'm not going to listen to her. You cannot continue to disrespect us in a number of ways that you've been disrespecting us. We've been catching this on tape. This is not hearsay. This is not subjective. We have these conversations recorded on tape. People cannot continue to disrespect us and think that we're supposed to show up and follow your rules. You're either for justice or you're not, and you're not going to continue to disrespect us and think that we're going to be silent about it. That includes all this racist coded language as well as explicit insults. You cannot say you want community engagement and think because people show up and say something you don't like that you get to call them out their names. So I just want to be very clear about that.
Thirst is the worst.
Subscribe, bitch.